Welcome to a field of perspectives where ideas take root and conversations grow. I'm Brittany, your host. Each week, we step into new terrain, exploring fresh viewpoints, challenging assumptions, and learning from every walk of life. From personal stories to powerful insights, this is a space where every voice matters. Join us in a field of perspectives. Subscribe now and let's grow together.
Good evening. Happy Thursday, everyone. I hope everyone is doing well. We have a very special episode today. This is episode 5, Step Into Yourself, Finding Freedom Through Line Dancing. There's something beautiful about watching a group of people moving in rhythm, not performing, not competing, just being. Today, we're stepping into the world where music meets movement and where confidence is found one step at a time in boots, sneakers, or barefoot on the hardwood floor. My guest today is a line dancing instructor who doesn't just teach steps, they teach freedom. In their class, it's not about being perfect, it's about feeling good in your own skin, showing up as you are, and letting the music remind you that your body is not a problem to be solved. It's a story to be danced. Whether you are a seasoned dancer or someone who swears that they have 2 left feet, this conversation is for you. And we talk about movement as medicine, the power of community, and what happens when you start listening to your body instead of judging it. Let's get into it. Our guest today, Tara Adams, is a proud native Charlottean, and that's rare, we all know, and is a graduate of North Carolina State University with a Bachelor of Arts in Sociology. She's been dancing since she could walk, but also teaching line dancing in some form or fashion since 2017. And it's truly her happy place. Her love for line dancing started with her Aunt Sylvia, who taught the electric slide as a kid. She didn't have any children. Tara was her baby, and dancing together was a special bond. She passed in 2022, but every time Tara danced, it was like keeping her memory alive because everyone knows that Sibby, as they called her, would get the party started. Beyond dancing, Tara loved to travel, binge watch SWAT on Netflix, chill at home and vibe to gospel, 90s R&B, and loves rock and reggae. She's also a natural teacher, whether it's dance or any subject. She's passionate about making sure everyone learns, feel confident, and has fun doing so. So let's bring on Tara Adams.
Hello.
Hello. How you doing?
I'm okay. How are you?
I am well. It's such an honor to have you. Listen, I can't wait to get into this conversation because when I tell you taking your class made me feel alive again.
Good.
Yes, and we gotta let everybody know. Greatly appreciate you being on here today. And one of the questions I truly have.
So, I got into line dancing as a child. Like I said, as you mentioned in my bio, I've always done it. And then I used to teach a dance fitness class called Curvy Jam. And we would do dance fitness for curvy plus size women who had health and fitness goals and who also wanted to help, who needed to build their confidence through dance. We would do line dancing a few times in there as well, but not a whole lot. Fast forward to 2022, I started working for the city's senior citizen nutrition program, well, the county senior citizens nutrition program. And so we would do activities and things like that, and they would do line dancing there. And so somehow I became their line dance instructor. And so I built the line dance program at the particular center that I was at and made it more than what they were doing before. They were kind of just doing some things, but I'm like, okay, they're really into line dancing. I love it. And so let me find more dances, get out there. And so I started doing classes 3 times a week, line dancing classes through there. And then I just fell in love with it. Like I said, I already had been doing it, but I really started focusing on it in 2022. Then I left that particular job, and then my seniors were like, when are you going to start line dancing again? When are you going to start teaching in the community? And I was like, I didn't really want to. And it's not because I didn't want to do line dancing, because I was still doing it on my own. It was more so the business aspect. I only know one way in business, and it's full throttle. So I was kind of like dragging my feet, like, yeah, not yet. So I said that to say I started back March 1st. I started teaching under my own business March 1st. And it just kind of took off from there. And I just absolutely love it. It's a wonderful thing. And I just look forward to building this line dance community that's already here in Charlotte. So I won't say build a community, but I'll say build my community within the community.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, yes. I love that. I love that you created the program for the seniors because let me tell you, I love me some seniors. I don't know what it is about them.
Mhm.
I and I know that was such a joy to, bring some flavor in there, some
Mhm.
soul in there, some bringing them back in the day where they're feeling youthful. I know that was amazing.
So let me tell you though, like I said, they were already doing it before I got there. They were just kind of doing their own thing. But then
Mhm.
once I created those line dancing classes for them, like they were ready. They were
Yeah.
already ready to jump in. They just needed to learn some new stuff. So I was that person to help them learn some new
Yes.
stuff.
Exactly, which is amazing. I love that. I love that you took the opportunity and you made it into something.
Mhm.
That's amazing. And I understand when you're talking about having a business, you want to go full throttle and you want to put your full focus in. I get it. Because sometimes it's hard to do something. You have so much other stuff going on because you want to make sure that you do it right. But sometimes you just got to get out there and just try.
Absolutely.
Yes. So I know it shifted from something you love to something you wanted to teach and share with others with the seniors. But did with you starting your own business, I know you did Curvy Jam and now you're to 704 Soul Line Dancing. How did that transition and shift? Was that hard for you or
No, it actually wasn't. The funny thing is, when I say when people are in your corner and when people rock with you, they will rock with you till the end of time. And so, like, basically, I had all my social media platforms from before, and I just not kind of, I literally just changed them all over to 704 Soul Line Dance. And
that's
so,
smart?
I would say out of my class on a weekday, whenever I have class, at least 25% of those people are people who were a part of Curve Jam. So
Yes.
that transition was easy. A lot of people, it's funny when I change the name, and then somebody new pops up on your timeline, and you're like, "Who was that?" But then when they saw who it was, they're like, "Oh, she's back." And
Yeah.
I'm like, "Okay, great." So and then of course, line dancing is very popular now as
Yes,
well. So
it
it's been
is.
very receptive by the people that have been supporting me. And it was basically an easy transition, actually easier than I thought it was going to be. I thought I
Yeah.
was going to have to kind of like, really build up, but it literally, I came out the box swinging. And I
Yes.
say that not to brag, but I say that to say, like, I feel the love and I'm thankful for the support that I've had so far.
Yes, yes. I will say Curvy Jam was everything to me, honey. That's when I lost a lot of weight and I felt amazing. I
Mhm,
actually felt the rhythm and
mhm,
I felt alive again. And that's after having a baby. And then you're like, after having
mhm,
children or having some type of life changing thing, it's like you don't feel yourself anymore. So
mhm.
I felt myself. And honestly, I didn't know you were the owner of 704 Line Dance until I seen you your video, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, she's back!"
See?
So yes, yes, I do love that you're still doing it, honey. It makes a difference for me.
Mhm.
When I went to your class, I tell you, I felt amazing,
Thank
amazing.
you.
And I know a lot of people feel unsure about dancing, like they're not dancers or they don't have the right kind of body. How do you help people move past that?
I think because honestly, I am the face of my business. Everybody's the face of their business. Most people are, but literally, like I tell people, I don't have the perfect body. I'm not apprehensive about dancing. The only thing I require for my class, well, one, you just have to be over 18 years old. But seriously though, I require just that you want to dance.
Yeah.
You don't have to know how to dance. You just want to be there and you want to have fun. That's the only requirement. And I think setting that tone to say you just want to dance. My class, there are a few rules. Have fun. You are your only competition. And also remember that this class is a 100% judgment-free zone. I set that tone every single class. Those are my rules from the beginning. And when people hear rules, they're like, oh, what? But then when they hear those rules, I said, okay. So it kind of helps them relax a little bit.
Yes.
And I think that can kind of help people be like, you know what? This is going to be a welcoming environment. It's not going to take all the anxiety away, but it will kind of help ease, any fears or anything that they may have.
Yes, because when you set those ground rules, honey, I swear I felt like I was a part of the crew, like I've been here. I don't know half them dances, but hey, everybody was trying to help me. I love that. It was a community. I love that. Made me feel welcome.
And I always add, like, what's today? We're in May, and so my very first class under 704 Soul, actually, no, I did a name change April 15th, but initially the very first class with me teaching under my business was March 1st. So it hasn't been that long. But the community that has been built so fast, like, I'm so grateful for that. Like, I see people in my class that are like, I want to say, like, you can come up here and teach. And when people say that, they don't mean it in a good way. But when I say it, I'm like, okay, now, I did, because you look great. And I love that people they just want to help everybody in class. And I love that.
Yes, I love that too. That makes me feel, or I'm sure it makes everyone feel welcome. And, hey, come on, let's dance. We're in this together.
Yeah.
Now, what do you notice in folks once they start showing up and really moving? Like, what changes in them?
I see the confidence. Like, that's the big thing, the confidence. One thing I love, though, is the people who start out in the back. People always want to be in the back when they're scared or when they don't know. But now I see them in the back when they start. And then maybe like 2 weeks in, they kind of moving up a little bit. Yeah. And then now they might not be in the very front, but they might be 2 or 3 rows from the front. And I'm like, yes, that's it. That confidence. They're moving forward. They want to be in the zone. And then just the progress that I see. And when I say progress, I mean, like, I see some people who come in and they're like, oh, I got 2 left feet. Well, you might have 2 left feet and you might just think you have 2 left feet.
Right.
But for some of these people, I notice like the change and how they move and the excitement. And they're like, it's like they're having fun now, more so trying to I gotta get it.
Yes. Just keep it moving. Keep it moving. And that, hey, as long as you keep it moving, you're doing something.
Absolutely.
Now, do you think that dance, especially something like line dancing, can actually help people reconnect with their bodies in a healthy, joyful way?
Absolutely. I actually had a conversation today with someone. It was a text conversation, and she literally said, I feel like I'm finding myself again. She is a mother. And she's a wife. She has 1 child. And I always laugh because, that is her world. But it's funny because she says on Saturday morning, I tell them they better figure it out. And she said her son says, Ma, you must love Miss T's class because you go every Saturday. And she literally drives about 45, 50 minutes to get to my class. And so I said that to say, like, people are reconnecting with their body. I was having a conversation on Sunday with some ladies that take my class, and I said, we are in the process of dancing our numbers down. Yeah. And when I say dancing our numbers down, I mean literally. Like, a lot of us have weight loss goals. She was saying she's not the biggest person, but people are like, oh, you need to lose weight. You don't have to lose weight. Excuse me. And she's like, but I have high cholesterol. And she said, my blood pressure is high. And she said, I am literally trying to be off medicine by July. And
Yep.
this class is helping me. I had somebody else tell me that their blood pressure has dropped since coming to the class. People saying they're feeling better physically. They're saying this class is not so much about the dancing. It's about how it's helping them physically, mentally, emotionally. Somebody said my class is their therapy. And I said, whew, that's pressure, but no, jokingly. But now, like these are the things that I like to hear.
Yes.
So yes, so definitely to answer your question, it is helping people reconnect with their bodies. And for a lot of people, they're also coming out of their comfort zone.
Yes. Yes, very much so. And I love that she said that was like her therapy. Do finding something, let it out is amazing. And for you to create that space for them,
Mhm.
amazing. 10 out of 10.
Yes, I love it. I do. I love it.
Yes. Now, have you noticed a different energy or hesitation from men versus women when they first walk into your class?
No, so I will say the men, I get messages all the time on social media, whether it's the wife or girlfriend, or some men message and say, can men come to class? And I always say, absolutely. Matter of fact, I encourage it. I
Yes.
want y'all to come. My favorite thing is I want y'all to come, but they just don't come. But it's just, I think too, because there are so many women that come to my class, maybe because of, I see other line dancing classes online. I see people going to trail ride events. I see people going to field parties, and it's filled with men and women.
Yeah.
But I think maybe because my class is just a lot of women, men don't want to come. I did have some, I'm noticing like over the past 2 weeks, that there are some wives bringing their spouses and their sons. And I'm like, yes, this is what I want. And I always encourage it. But they're not apprehensive as far as come in, dance. They come in, they do their thing. They're real smooth. I love to see it. But it's more so like, am I okay? Am I welcomed in this class? Yes, you are.
Yes, yes. That's a big thing that I've seen in dancing class, even Zumba, whether it's line dancing or anything else. It's rarely any males in there. And yeah, I've asked a couple males, I'm like, why don't you go to those type? I didn't know we could go. Well, you can.
Absolutely.
You sure can. Listen, you're welcome. Anywhere that's dancing, you're welcome. And yeah, and I know they're definitely welcome to your class because your class is so relieving and so open, and that's amazing. I love being in places where I can actually open up. What do you hope people start to believe about themselves just from showing up and dancing with you?
I would just say, don't take yourself seriously. Because I don't. I say every class, I say, don't be scared to make mistakes, because if there's one person in here that's gonna show you how to make mistakes, it's gonna be me. I'm always teaching something, and then like Saturday I laughed because I taught something right, but then when the music started and it was time to the music, I was doing it wrong. And I was like, oh, wait, I'm sorry, y'all, I had to start over. I was like, I taught it right, I just did it wrong.
Yeah.
But I just want people to just know that it's okay. And I want to make mistakes. And then also, don't be scared to have a good time.
Yeah.
Don't be scared to mix and mingle with people. Come on out. Also, I want people to, I'm finding that people are, with my class, a lot of people don't know people. And that's what I want. When I taught the dance fitness before, there are some people that are still friends now that didn't know each other, but they met in my class. And I hear stories now that people are connecting with people. So I always say, they say everybody wants to go on the trip in the text message, but when it's time to go, everybody doesn't go. So,
Right.
I said that to say, if they don't want to come to class with you, come on. Somebody's going to be your friend, and somebody's going to enjoy dancing with you, because, when we come to the dance floor, we're all dance family.
Yes. Yes, exactly. Now, and line dancing is such a, a group thing, but if you're still in your own body, your own rhythm, what's powerful about the balance between individual and collective?
I always say the balance is finding the energy near you.
Mm,
Um, Individually, you do your thing, you do what you can do.
mm,
Whether your 100% might be here and somebody else's 100% might be here. But at the end of the day, as long as you give your 100%, that's the individual part. Everybody else is giving their 100%. That's the group part. So we got everybody going full throttle at one time. And
yeah.
it's just a great thing to see.
Yes, yes. And I know you mentioned earlier that you had some people that will start off in the back and then go to the front. What does it mean to you to see someone go from hesitation to owning their space on the dance floor?
So I'm such a crybaby, and I can't tell you how many times in class, like I low key get emotional. I'm like, girl, you can't be crying up here in front of these people
Yeah.
right now. I mean, they wouldn't judge me. Well, I hope they wouldn't, but it just makes me feel so good. It makes me feel good. Like anybody that has ever done anything in education, whether it's teaching dance, whether it's actually being in the classroom in a K-12 setting or tutoring, it does not matter. When people, when that light bulb goes off and you can see it,
Mm,
that is the best feeling ever.
yeah.
Like I ain't got to do much after this. As long as you happy, if you like it, I love it. And
Yep.
if you are in your zone doing your thing, that just makes me feel. I can't even really explain it. Like it's like I don't like these. Some people in my class are older than me, but I'm like, oh yeah, my baby's got this, you know.
Yes. Yes. I love that. You teach it like it's yours, which it is, But it's like your family. Your family and much love to everyone that's involved in the room. And I love that. It's much love in there. Now, how do you encourage your students to carry what they feel in the class into the rest of their lives?
Um, I say something at the end of. I won't say every class because sometimes it's so much going on I forget to say it. But I have this new motto that I say in classes, and it is every step is a reminder that I'm
Mm,
still here.
yes, I love that.
And I say that to say, whatever you're going through, if you're still here, you can push through it. If you push through it in this line dance class for an hour and a half, you can push through at the end of the day when you're walking out. It's easier said than done, but you're still here to fight your battles.
That's right. That's right. And that's amazing. That is truly amazing. Now, is there any testimonies that you could give, whether from your personal standpoint or from one of your students, that you would like to share, from them starting the class, doing the class, and, going forward?
So, one testimony that I have, there's a lady that she comes to class often. And she's not a shy person, not by any means, but line dancing is new to her. Dancing in general is new to her. And um, I watched her like come out of her shell when it comes to dancing. I can see her confidence like coming out as well. And so I sent her a message and I was just talking to her and I was like, I'm not saying this just to say this. I mean this. Like, I literally see the change in you. I'm not
Mm,
talking about skill level. I'm just talking about the confidence that I see. And
yes.
her response to me was, thank you so much. This is new to me, but I love it. I look forward to your class. And not only, and she's also very much into like health and fitness as well.
Oh, wow.
She goes to the gym frequently. So now she uses my class as cardio and she goes to the gym for her weights. But she says, I love it. I feel good after your class. And she said, I feel like I can conquer the world when I leave.
Ooh.
And so, yeah, I'm like, 90 minutes and $10 is it's making people feel like they can conquer the world. Like
Yes.
this ain't, like I said, this thing is bigger than line dancing.
Yes, it really is.
Mm-hmm.
It really is. I can attest to that because
Mm-hmm.
it 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 really struck a chord with me and made me feel so powerful. Like it uplifted me in the class, and I'm like, oh my goodness. So I can definitely agree with her on that. I look, the testimony is everything. And then if I really had the time off, I would be there every class. Every class, and I tell everybody every time I go passing somebody, we're in conversation about exercise or anything like that. Because I recently lost a lot of weight, and everybody's like, "Well, how do you lose weight?" Well, I do add your class in the mix, and I'm like 704 Soul Line Dance. Amazing, amazing. It will definitely get you, the workout that you need. The cardio is off the chain. The community, the empowerment, everything. It is amazing to be in the presence of your class. It really is. I agree. It is a form of therapy. It's liberating. That's all I can say. It's definitely liberating.
Mm-hmm.
It is. So, what has dance taught you about yourself as a woman, leader, and a human?
I would say definitely the teaching part of it has taught me it's okay to make mistakes, like I mentioned before, because I mess up so much. And anybody like these dances, so many of them, like they start to run together.
Yeah.
Like I know them when I'm dancing, but when the music is on, but when I'm teaching, I'm like, oh wait a minute, this it's not this cha-cha, it's this step, and it's not moving to the left, it's moving to the right. So it taught me to make mistakes and be comfortable with that. It has also taught me just I need to be a little more free because I don't put on a show when I'm teaching. That's not what I do. It brings out somebody in me, but a lot of people when that know me in class and know me outside of class, I'm not two different people, but they're surprised when they see kind of like I'm more of a I can't really explain it. What they call it, an ambivert, but I guess half extrovert, half
Oh, yeah.
introvert. But in class, I guess I'm 100% extrovert. But it's really, but when I'm not in class, I'm just kind of more laid back,
Yeah.
little to myself. But it's teaching me that I need to be a little bit more free.
Mm.
People don't know. People think that I go out, I go to line dancing events, I go to parties, I go to clubs. I don't do any of that.
Yeah.
But now that I'm teaching, it's kind of like I'm pushing myself a little more to get out and go dance myself outside of class.
Yes. Yes. Hey, I'm with you on that. I'm an introvert outside of that class. Other than that, you won't see me too many places other than with my family. That's about it.
Yeah.
But that is, like, and I keep saying it, but every time I am in the presence of your class, it's just amazing. Like it's like I have family there. It's a community that helps each other.
Mhm.
Ain't nobody there to pick on you. Everybody's there to help you. Everybody's there to guide you. Everybody's just helpful, and I
Mhm.
love that. You gonna find it too many places. So
Yeah.
I appreciate you having that space to share.
Yes. And thank you for sharing that you see that.
Yeah.
Because that is my goal. Like I want everybody to feel welcome, whether it's their first time or their 100th time.
Yes, I love that. And listen, I'll be in there. I will be in there. What's your dream for how people see and treat themselves when they look in the mirror, especially after dancing with you?
I would say I want people to just really, truly, and genuinely understand that we only have one life to live. And so we need to live it to our fullest. I know we have obligations. I know we work, we do things. We're obligated to our family members, we're obligated to our jobs, but we need to make sure that we are taking time for ourselves. So the same energy that we give to other people, I want people to come to my class and understand that you need to be giving that energy to yourself, whatever that looks like.
That's right. That's right. I love that. That's some good advice. Not just within your class, but in life, period.
Mhm,
In life,
mhm,
period. Be thankful. Give yourself grace.
mhm,
Move with intentional moves. And be great.
mhm.
Be the best that you can be. Well, tell me a little bit about your class. Is it, what days and how
Yes.
how it goes?
So right now I offer two classes. I have class on Saturday and Sunday here in Charlotte in two different locations. The Saturday class is at 10 a.m. and the Sunday class is at 2 p.m. The Saturday class is called Soul Stepping 101. That class is more of it's always a mix of like R&B, Southern soul, a little bit of jazz, but it's more so for the people that want to learn your popular dances that are shown on social media. So like I call them your TikTok dances and all those dances. So we do a lot of the stepping stuff, learning the things that you might see at if you go to a trail ride event and um, or a field party where they're doing line dancing and or stepping. So you're learning, like I said, a lot of the popular things.
Mhm.
And then I throw in a little mix of some of the classic line dances too. Not a whole lot because people want to learn other things, and a lot of people are shocked sometimes when they come to class and they're like, "Oh, this is more than an electric slide and Cupid shuffle." Yeah, I really don't touch those at all in this class because
Yeah.
we're past that now. We still do the classes because I always try to throw in at least one here or there because you can't go forward if you never look back to where you started from too.
That's right.
So that's the Saturday class. And then the Sunday class is what we call Sunday Soul. Sunday Soul is more for the people that want that grown vibe where we do songs from like the staple singers and we do a little mix of the Southern Soul too as well. I won't say it's a little more laid back, but the energy is still there. You're still gonna get your cardio in, but it's just a different type of song.
Awesome.
Mhm.
Awesome. So do you get more in your Saturday or Sunday class? How does that look?
Saturday is definitely more people. Saturday is probably I would say four times more people than what I see on Sunday. So Sunday is full. It's still a full class. We just do it in a different space. We do it in a smaller space. So we're at capacity in the smaller space. But the Saturday class, that's where the people that they said they want to get trail ride ready. And it's funny because somebody messaged me on Instagram just Sunday. She
Mhm.
went to a trail ride event in Shelby. I think it was the In Too Deep event that's
Okay.
very popular. And she went there and she said, "Girl, because of your classes, I was able." Basically, she said she was able to hang with them.
That's right.
He said, "I thank God for your classes." And it made me feel good. So that's the point. I'm like, Soul Stepping 101 is not, it's about teaching you these dances so you can stop sitting on the sidelines when they come
Yeah.
on. You can jump out there with everybody else.
Exactly, exactly. I had went to line dancing. It was at the trying to think of the place. It was at the over there in University. It was DJ Cleve, I believe. DJ Cleve.
Mhm.
And when I tell you that whole room was packed,
Yeah.
packed with people dancing and stuff. Like I didn't know half of it, but now I do with your class. So, next time they have something, I'm definitely going to be doing some little two steps.
Yeah, and I tell people, like I said, like you may not know all the dance moves, but if you know how to cha cha cha,
Yeah.
if you know how to do the cha cha with a turn, you know how to roll, you know how to slow walk, you know how to do a few pivots,
Yeah.
and you know how to pop your fan. You can
Yeah.
hang with everybody else and be just fine. You might not know all the dances, like I said, but you can kind of move right to left with everybody.
Right, right. And when I went to your class, I walked in and they were selling fans. I love that. So you don't miss out. Listen, get your fans. Where them fans at?
Yes, and I told the lady, I went to her. Speaking of that lady, I don't know her, but I think she takes the class there as well. But I
Okay.
told her, I was like, you are such a business person. And I love it. I love to see people in business
Yes.
and women in business. I said, because you got a line dance class coming in this building.
Yes.
When you selling fans as soon as they walk in the door, that's what I like to see. Hey, let's make money for everybody.
Right, exactly. That was amazing. I was like, "That's what's up. Look, they got everything you need here. You ain't gotta wait on nothing." And I love the facility. It's nice and big, and it's
Mhm.
not hot. I love that.
Yeah.
Not sweating off the mirrors and stuff. So that's amazing. It's a nice
Mhm.
and clean environment, and everybody seems really nice. I think the co-owner or something, she was in the class. She was really nice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I like her. But it's a great class. It really is, and I appreciate you, having me there and enjoying myself, trying to do some steps. When you do a little the turning this way and turning that way, I get confused. So
Mhm.
but I'm gonna get it right. I'm
Yeah.
gonna get it right.
And if not, just keep dancing.
Yes, yes. I'm gonna give myself grace.
Mhm.
We just gonna keep moving.
Yeah.
Now, any events that you have coming up?
Yes. So June is going to be a busy month for us, which I'm thankful for.
Yeah,
On June 7th, we are performing at Taste of Charlotte.
yeah.
We have a performance at 5 p.m. So I just solidified that last week, last minute, but I'm thankful for that. So we'll be on the main stage at Taste of Charlotte,
Oh,
704 Soul Line Dance at 5 p.m. on Saturday, June 7th.
June.
Then on Saturday, June 14th at 10 a.m., all of this information is on my website, on my social media. We're having a Juneteenth line dance workshop. And
Awesome.
so this it's going to be a celebration of Juneteenth. It's going to be a little history lesson thrown in there as well because you can't take the classroom teacher out of me as well. So we're
Yes.
doing that on June 14th. Juneteenth colors, your red, black, green, yellow are requested but not required.
Okay.
So please come out to that. That'll be a fun event for, again, adults only. You just got to be 18 and up. And I just do that because I want, people to be able to have some free time. And
Yes.
so it's your space away from your obligations, your kids. But we'll throw that out there.
Yes.
And then on June 28th, we are having a big event. It is called our Soul Groove Saturdays Island Vibes Edition.
Mm.
So this is a combination event between the studio that I teach at, Excellency Dance Studio. They do dance programs for children, teens, and I believe adults too. So proceeds will benefit their dance programs. It'll also benefit 704 Soul Line Dance. So it's a combination program. But we are so excited. There will be no teaching, no instructions. It is a island vibes theme. So yes, we'll be doing the line dances that we do in classes and some of the classic ones as well. But we want you to come dressed in your best island attire. So we have food, we have non-alcoholic tropical drinks, we have games, we have prizes. And when I say prizes, we're giving away a prize to the best male and female tropical attire. So get your
Ah.
boat shoes, your linen outfits, whatever you want
Ooh.
to wear, your maxi dresses for the ladies. Fellas gonna come with their hats on. So we invite everybody to come to our Island Vibes line dance party
Yes.
on Saturday, June 28th from 5 to 8 p.m.
Yes. Yes. That sounds like a nice little meetup, you
Yeah,
know?
might meet somebody too if we get these fellas to come
Right?
in.
Exactly. Look, tell the fellas, look, all the women are gonna be here. You're looking for someone.
Okay.
Yes. I love that. And everyone can find your information on your website as well as Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok and anything else. Look,
And
it's so
YouTube
many.
as well. So,
YouTube.
yep,
Okay.
so 704soul.com, Facebook and Instagram, 704 Soul Line Dance. We are 704 Soul on TikTok and 704 Soul Line Dance on YouTube. But if you just type in 704 Soul Line Dance, we're going to pop up.
Yes. Okay. Awesome. And this let me pull up your logo.
Yes.
Yes, 704 line dance, soul line dance. I'm sorry. Yeah, find Tara on Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram. So,
Absolutely.
and 704soul.com.
Yep,
That's yeah.
704soul.com. Keep it simple and sweet.
Yes, yes, this is amazing. I love this. And I hope and pray that you prosper in everything in this business and, get whatever you need from the business, not just, business, but but also your vision for your business. I hope you meet all those goals. I feel like you are already, but that's coming from the outside. From March to now, it has been truly amazing seeing, so many supporters support you and continue to show up and, really enjoy, hearing the testimonies is amazing. That is quite amazing. And I know that makes you feel good.
It does. And I hear stories all the time of people saying that, oh, you're helping me to heal. But what they don't know is that they are helping me to heal.
Mm,
The last few years of my life has brought a lot of loss through death of close family members. But those people are never going to be replaced. Never.
mm,
The love is never going to be replaced. But when
yeah.
I tell you, I have encountered so many people who have loved on me, especially, starting with the seniors. And now that I'm not there, some of them have come. Even some of my seniors take my classes now. And just the love that I get from people. So I'm like, everybody just out here healing everybody. And I'm okay with that.
Yes.
So if nothing else, here we are in May from where I started in March. If nothing else, I have these 2 months have brought me more than I could imagine in
Mm.
such a short amount of time.
That's amazing. God is good. God is
Yes,
good. I love that. I love
it
it. I love hearing testimonies. I love that things are progressing.
is.
I love it. And
Yeah.
even in your dark times, remember this,
Mhm.
these 2 months
Yes,
are amazing.
absolutely.
Well, Tara, I definitely appreciate you being on here and sharing your time. I truly appreciate you, and I believe me, you're gonna check me out in more than one of these classes.
Absolutely. Well, come on back when you get a chance, but then make sure you're building a business as well. So I
Yes,
get it.
yes,
Yes, women in business. I love it.
yes. Listen, we're gonna prosper together and get
Mhm,
this thing rolling.
mhm.
Well, I appreciate you, and I hope to see you in another class soon.
Yes, thank you so much. I feel so honored to be on your podcast. I truly do. I appreciate the opportunity.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate you. I hope that you have a wonderful night.
You too. Thank you
Thank
very much.
you. Wow, that was truly amazing. Listen, she's honored to be on here. I'm honored to have her on here. I mean, there's something deeply human about moving in sync, not just with music, but within ourselves. And today we were reminded that line dancing isn't just about choreography, it's about claiming space, finding rhythm and community, and letting go of the idea that our bodies need to be fixed before they can be celebrated. Whether it's a boot scooting shuffle or a quiet sway, what matters most is that we move with courage, with joy, and with the knowledge that we belong right here, right now. To our guests, Thank you for guiding people, not just through steps, but through self-confidence and self-acceptance. And to you, dear listener, may you walk a little taller, dance a little freer, and feel a little more at home in your own skin. Until next time, keep listening, keep moving, and keep trending in the field within. Thank you.
Every perspective is a seed, every story a horizon. Thank you for walking this field with us. If today's conversation sparks something within you, stay with us. There are many landscapes to explore. Subscribe, share, and keep the conversation growing. Until next time, keep your heart open to the fields ahead.